Before you finish eating breakfast in the morning, you've depended on more than half the world. Dr. Martin Luther King reminded us in his Christmas sermon that the global community is built on trade. Trade happens when countries exchange goods and resources with other countries who have what they need. But when nations trade, they also exchange ideas and build relationships. And in that way, cultures evolve. What would life be like if nations didn't trade with each other? In the US, no one would eat bananas, since most of those come from Central and South America. In Japan, no one would be able to fuel their cars, since most of their oil comes from the Middle East. And no one anywhere would have a smartphone, since those rely on designs from the US, manufacturing from China, and raw materials from pretty much every part of the world. What would you be without if your country didn't trade with other countries? Trade can be simple, an exchange between two people, but also super complicated because the global economy is regulated by all sorts of laws, taxes, and tariffs. Those laws aren't always fair to everyone involved, because they can favor rich countries that import and export lots of goods over poorer countries that don't. Nations with lots of natural resources and international power can do well in this global marketplace. But nations that produce few goods can go into debt trying to get what they need. How could trade be fairer to all nations? In some ways, trade is a sign of our humanity's interdependence, even though it isn't always fair for everyone involved. But our lives would be very different if people and nations didn't trade with each other. What do you think? Why do countries share and trade resources?